Welcome to BoomerWorks. Our mission is to empower professionals age 50 plus to re-career into self-employment. In this presentation, we're going to be looking at crafting a brand and elevator speech for your business. I'm Teresa Kramer Burgess, and for many years, I've helped nonprofits and for-profits, including small businesses, to craft their marketing, branding, and messaging. Although I worked on this presentation you're about to enjoy, this has been a group effort with input from several experienced marketers. So to get started, here are a few quotes from some legends in the business. There are probably as many points of view and schools of marketing as there are marketers. Branding is a big topic, and we're going to cover a lot of information here. But don't worry if you don't have a draft elevator speech by the last slide. You're going to have plenty of opportunity to flesh out your ideas in the homework section based on the worksheet that's available on boomerworks.org. What is your brand? Or what do you want your brand to be? It's actually the value of everything you offer and can't be confined to just one thing, such as your logo. A good way to think about your brand is it's the relationship you have with your customers and clients. It's everything you say and do, from your email signature, website, and social media to your product or deliverable. Every interaction that a client has with your business contributes to the perception that you're responsive, trustworthy, knowledgeable, and care about solving their problems. Brands communicate. They communicate your values, the unique value that you offer, and why customers should trust you. Trust is actually one of the most important, if not the number one most important aspect of your brand. Clients need to trust that you will meet or exceed your promise and their expectations. So let's take a quick quiz. All of these companies are business-to-business brands. That is, their customers are other businesses rather than consumers. So which one do you think was the most trusted in 2019? If you guessed FedEx, you're right. FedEx has a very strong culture. Their employees understand and get the culture of the Purple Promise, which is, I will make every FedEx experience outstanding. Their brand is also flexible and evolves, but so subtly it's almost seamless. Who remembers Federal Express? They're customer focused. They're focused on solving the customer's problems. You can watch this video from a few years ago, which is actually very funny, on how they use emotional branding to solve customer problems. They want to build an emotional connection and a relationship with their clients. Social media provides educational and informative content, and not a lot of sales or marketing on their Twitter feed. They are also supporting their customers, especially next-gen entrepreneurs. On FedEx.com, you can see the winners of the 2020 Small Business Grant Contest they sponsor. And of course, they're employee focused. Culture is the differentiating factor at FedEx. Brands in general speak more than words. If you hear the name Nordstrom, you probably think of their legendary customer service. You may have even heard the urban legend of the man who returns tires to Nordstrom, and they gave him a refund even though Nordstrom doesn't and never has sold tires. Branding, when you look at two companies that are very similar, possibly the same products, the same target market, and you'll see the differences in their brand. For instance, let's look at Target and Walmart. They both sell basically the same products at roughly the same price and often in the same neighborhoods. Both have strong online stores also, and yet they have very different brands. Why will people drive past Walmart to go to Target or vice versa? One difference, perhaps, is that Target aims at a more upscale demographic. They have brighter, cleaner, well-designed stores. They offer designer collections and the tongue-in-cheek nickname of Target. Walmart is low price, good customer service, and an emotional connection to the community. Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts, or Dunkin' as they're now called. Dunkin' is grab-and-go coffee with a bagel. Starbucks also does the grab-and-go, but it's designed as a destination where you'll want to spend time working or socializing. So we're going to look at now 7 steps to craft your brand. And you'll say, just 7? No, there could have been 12 or 3, but we're going to start with these 7. What's your product and service? If it's complicated, simplify it. And if it's very commonplace and easy to understand, you want to go into more elaborate description. How are you going to describe it? If, for instance, if I said that I'm hungry and I'll have the robot bring me some food, you're going to want to know how that's going to work. George Mason University has robots that deliver food to students in the dorm. And by the way, they're adorable. Kitchen knives have been around for centuries. Everybody has them and knows how they work. If you've ever seen an infomercial or demo, you'll learn everything you've ever wanted to know about a knife. What it's made of, how it cuts, how it stays sharp, how to wash it, what you can do with it. Your target market. You may be targeting women 24 to 36, but be more specific. What do they do? Where do they live? What kind of activities? Where will you find them? The more specific you can be on your target market, the better and the more successful your business will be. What is your client's or customer's pain point? What problem do you have the solution and you are uniquely positioned to solve? What are the features of your product and service? And at the same time, let's also look at what benefits these features deliver. For example, let's think back to the kitchen knife. Features would be the high-end carbon stainless steel blade with a triple riveted full tang handle. Benefits would be that the knife can cut through both tough bread or delicate fruit easily and has blades that resist rusts and stains. What's your value proposition? This is where the customer wants to know, well, what's in it for me? What value do they provide that they consider to be worth the money? Do they want the ability to cut strawberries or to have knives that will still look new in 10 years? And finally, why are you the right solution? What makes your product or service desirable? Why you? What is unique about you? What do you bring that others don't? And what sets you apart? What's your value proposition? Your unique value proposition. As Warren Buffett says, price is what you pay, value is what you get. What are you promising your client? You want to promise them something that others can't. What is the innovation or feature that makes your business attractive to customers? What's the core benefit or the solution that sets you apart from others? And what is the value that you're going to deliver that is in excess of the price your clients or customers are going to pay? Here's some sample value propositions. Learn a language for free, forever. Duolingo is an online language school. Great public schools for every student. This is a membership organization of teachers, the National Education Association. Or save money without thinking about it. Digit is a personal finance app. You can see how much information they're giving just in these value propositions. Now you want to start and look at building your brand pillars. You want to describe 1 to 3 key features or benefits that really set you apart from the competition. We're going to be using these later to craft the elevator speech. You can think about why you started your company. Is there a need, an underserved niche? Are you bringing a unique skill set to the service that you're providing? You want to differentiate perhaps by one of the 4 Ps. Your product. What is your service? Do your great customer service? The price. You offer discount or bundling. You provide credit. Your promotion. You have salespeople. Do you do advertising, social media? Your place. Do you have to have an inventory or do you deliver? Are you available online? How do others see your industry or profession? Are you doing a different way of doing business? A few years ago, Saturn really shook up the car business when they said, this is the price, no negotiation. And everybody who went to Saturn did not have to haggle over the price. And more recently, Carvana shook it up again. You don't even have to go to the dealership. Go online, pick out the car that you want, and they'll deliver it right to your door. You want to provide proof points. This is the evidence. You've told them how great the product is and all the much needed services you're going to provide, but now you want to let them know that you are who you say you are, that you're going to do the job right. You want to ease their hesitations. There's basically 2 quantities of proof points. Quantitative. Quantitative is, for example, you got a 7% return rate on a digital renewal campaign that you produced. Or maybe you've won 90% of your cases that were argued before a jury. Qualitative could be testimonials and awards. Maybe you've just won Realtor of the Year. But you want to give people something that will set you apart from the other people that they may be considering. Now we're going to start to pull it all together and build the elevator speech. This is going to be a very fluid document. In a month or so, every once in a while, you should go back and revisit it and update it. And then over time, you'll build a very strong plan. We filled out this sample so you can see how it works for a new business. This is an accountant specializing in small business tax services. She's targeting small business over the individual returns because small businesses have year-round tax needs rather than a 2 to 3 month rush. But she also wants to do the individual returns. As a new business, there are no testimonials in her proof. However, she's positioned her value, convenience, price, and experience to what small business owners want. From this chart, you have the ingredients that you're going to use to craft your value proposition, and out of that, your elevator speech. So, delivering your elevator speech. I found that people either love or hate public speaking. If you love it, that's great. However, if you're more introverted and get white-knuckled at the idea of speaking to someone you've just met, don't worry. This is a very short speech, no more than 75 words or 30 seconds. And you're going to write it down and practice it until it's as natural as saying your name, where you grew up, and where you live now. And if you can, finish with a call to action. While this is not a sales pitch and it's not a marketing copy, the elevator speech is a brief introduction for your business. Offer your business card at the end. If you think it's a connection, offer to follow up and give them more information. Here's some examples of elevator speeches. Here's what a website designer says about her company. I help small businesses engage their audiences online by designing captivating websites. Wow, that gives you a lot of information about her company in just the first sentences. And then she goes on. The websites I design take into account who their audience is, what they love, and what they need in order to trust the company itself. You can see why that works. And here's a doula. And even if you don't know what a doula does, she gives you that information in her elevator speech. I offer non-judgmental support throughout pregnancy, birth, and the postpartum period. Labor doula services, prenatal consults, private childbirth education, postpartum doula services, lactation support, and more are all available and tailored to your preferences. These are both, by the way, from real life businesses. So congratulations. You've just taken a huge step in getting started in your brand and your elevator speech. The most important thing is to keep going, however that works for you. Some people enjoy having a journal and image boards, or even just post-its collect words and ideas and things that you want to have represent your company. Practice with friends and family. Go in front of a mirror and practice with yourself. Talk to your target customers. Get to know their pain points. What service or solution can't they find just now? Or would they want in a different way? Keep tabs on your customers and your competition. You can do this online just by Googling the area that you're going to be doing your business in. And remember, brands aren't built in a day, so don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Be good enough for now. Keep going. You can do it. So your homework. You're going to please go to boomerworks.com and download the worksheet, Crafting Your Brand in Elevator Speech. This will give your business idea, your client's problem, your target customer or client, and remember to be specific, your value proposition. What are you going to be promising? Your pillars, your proof points, your copy points. And you may not get through all of this, but at the end, you'll have the foundation and all the ingredients for a great elevator speech. And remember, your elevator speech introduces your business to clients and will and should evolve as your business grows. Here's some extra credit. If you can, it's only 17 to 20 minutes, and it's a great way to kind of frame everything we've been talking about. So enjoy Simon Sinek. And here's some recommended reading. These are there are many, with so many aspects and facets of marketing and branding, there may be hundreds of worthwhile marketing books. These are the best ones that I've used that focus on branding. What's next? Stay tuned for additional videos based on our Lean Business Plan template on the following topics: spreading the word in digital marketing, networking and alliance partners, operations and expenses, running the business, revenue potential, key action items, accountability, and future revenue. We'd love to stay in touch with you. Here are some ways that you can ask us questions, donate, volunteer, or keep abreast of what's going on at BoomerWorks. Finally, we wish you every success as you launch and grow your business. Thank you very much.